Hey guys, Led here from NO2 Gaming, bringing you part 2 of the Diablo 3 Barbarian playthrough. So, we are making progress from Adria's hut, and we're going to start heading north. We are currently looking to gain entrance to the Forsaken Cemetery. So, I don't know if you guys are enjoying it or if it's annoying or just kind of grinding your gears right now that I check out every little abandonment. But I was told that a lot of the new open world dungeons, such as the open mass grave or the cellar, was going to have a little I guess tweaks to it, where there would be some sort of different treasure in there or something of interest. It was in recent podcast videos from Blizzard Diablo 3 developers, but as you can see, there's nothing really too much different. So we're just going to hop down on this blue glowing hole. Yep, don't worry, knees are fine. And I'm just going to kind of maneuver through here and do my best judgment. Just kind of grabbing these quick achievements here. You can see that I'm pretty OCD and frantic about grabbing those health orbs, since I'm pretty soon going to be blowing through all my potions, and I need to make sure that I don't have any health issues to worry about. Something pretty interesting that they put in the game was these, I guess, tortured souls. And I'm not talking about the ones from Act 4 in Diablo 2, but the dude back there that was just kind of like he was possessed or something, or he was calling out for help. I found it pretty interesting that they actually went that route and did it. It makes for a nice touch on the game. Sort of, I want to say a sort of level of immersion, but more like you feel like you're a part of the storytelling, and then that's what Diablo 3 is really all about. It's storytelling. The PvP just kind of comes second nature to it, due to the fact that it's a very competitive game, and yeah, it's a big grinder, and I'm willing to accept that. The game itself is all about grinding and how much time you can put into it, and how many mobs you can kill. But I'm really hoping that the PvP that they implement, this arena-based PvP, is it's gonna switch it up a little bit. It's gonna take away from the grinding aspect, and really make you focus on sort of a team build and individual effort. And that's a great thing about Diablo 3, is that the way I'm looking at it right now is that a one man could take on two, and that kind of takes you away from one of the other big games coming out, which is Guild Wars 2. Is you can be that one man army for once, and it is gear dependent. It's kind of like you're getting the two polar opposites, where Guild Wars 2 is your more team oriented game, and I want to say so much skill based as much as it is reaction based, and it's a lot more what I like to say interactive, and involves a lot more reflexes and cooperation, whereas the Diablo 3 PvP, which hopefully, hoping will be implemented as soon as possible, will be a lot more. I mean, of course, there's going to be that certain level of skill that's going to be required to play and understanding your class and the core concepts, but a lot of it will eventually come down to being item-based MMO in terms of the PvP. And it's not a bad thing. It just it's kind of a little bit of an incentive. I mean, if you want to be better in PvP, you're gonna have to do more grinding, and the person who grinds the most is going to win. And I know you guys are thinking "Wow, this guy is the biggest hypocrite," but you gotta understand it's Diablo, and I've grown up with Diablo, and I've been waiting years and years and years and years and years and years for this game to release, and I'm willing to accept that for this very game. Other games that try to implement that sort of thing, and I know this sounds terrible, but they usually fail, end up doing it, because it's a bad implementation. It's a bad concept for games to force players to grind it in a PvE area in order to perfect their ability to play in PvP. And in Diablo, it's just I don't know. Since PvP has been treated as such sort of a side component to the game, rather than the main component, which a lot of games that do have PvP as their main component, and then they force you to go through PvE or any sort of NPC grind, that it just takes away what PvP is for the game. But Diablo, it's second to what's going on, and that's the storytelling and the playthroughs. and it makes it okay, I guess. It's like, oh, it's not a big deal. We don't have to worry about it now. It's just PvP, No, he grinded more than you. That's just the case. So back away from ranting for a moment. We're going to help the blacksmith out right now. He needs help saving his wife, which in terms of saving, I'm not sure what he wanted to do. I mean, she's trapped down in the cellar with a bunch of zombies and possessed citizens, so one can only guess what happened to her. Um, you're missing out on the puking part, but it's whatever. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, she bad hangover, and now she needs to die for it. She, bitch got puke all over the floor. So make quick of her. I'm trying the rend out, see if it's any different. It's cool. I like the bleed, but it's not a significant amount of damage to do anything. I don't know whether or not if I put more runes into it, if it's going to change it up at all. And when I say more runes, I say when I get runes into the levels of rend, if that'll help it out a bit. But right now it's just a bleed. And so yeah, now I'm going to head out into the Weeping Hollow. You get your first attack of the I can't remember what these guys are called. I remember just like they were the cave hoppers or rock hoppers from Act 2 in Diablo 2. Just really annoying, quick. They didn't do much damage, but they swarm up on you, and you're like, oh man, I gotta get out of here. This is bad. So yeah, just trying to run through right now. I'm grabbing a few mobs here and there, and trying to get some XP in, but nothing. I'm not really focused on trying to get leveled up right now. I really just want to get through the entire beta portion and call it in. The purpose being is that the video is exceptionally long, which is a big primary factor, and I've actually ran out of space at one point on one of my hard drives. The next point is that I wanted to test the level of difficulty. How well am I going to be able to play through? And it proved to me that they did increase the difficulty. And that was what my big concern was. So, that was the end of part 2, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be seeing you soon.